Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nchadi Bukaba, and on this channel, we talk all things varsity, all things adulting, all things navigating a crazy fucking world. Okay, so today my topic for today is a bit personal, a bit touchy. But I was like, you know what, let me just get into it and let's have such discourse in the comments and talk in the comments if you can relate to the subject or if you have experienced similar things and what. So my topic for today is body dysmorphia, as you can see in the title. As a young 21-year-old myself, having to navigate the beauty societal standards, so to say, and my experience of it, and it's just my journey with body dysmorphia, and also my journey with having to accept that it is sort of a permanent marker in society and it'll always be there. So my journey with body dysmorphia, I'll be looking here on my phone, my journey with body dysmorphia, or my journey with my body. I would say me being hyper aware of my body, how I look and stuff, started in high school, just like everybody else, every other teenager. But I was not interested in the way I look, but other people made me aware of their way I look. I think that was the thing. I was never the type of person to be like, I'm gonna dress like this, I'm gonna do this. I was never a girly type of vibe. I was never into that. I was a tomboy, never liked dresses, never liked makeup. I was that kind of girl. But other people made me aware of how I look and how I present myself in society and what that means to them and how they define me based on that. So I've always been categorized as thick or plus size or fat, obese, I don't know, within those categories, even though I wouldn't consider myself that, but societally so let's say from grade 10, you can say that I've always been, I was like a size 26, 28, somewhere there. Let's just say 26, and then obviously my body growing, then becoming a size 28. But I was always seen as bigger. It's like you're a size 28 in grade 10, where everybody's like a size 15 to 14, regardless of the fact that you are not a big person, but then in the environment in which you present your body in sees you as a bigger person. So that led to a lot of body dysmorphia, in a sense that I never knew how I looked. I always thought I was big. I always thought I'm fat. I've always thought I need to lose weight. Even when I was a size 28, I was still trying to lose weight. It was like, I don't remember a phase in my life where I was never trying to love weight. It was like, there was never a point where I'm just like, okay, I love my body, I love my weight. It was like always, what's the next thing that I can do to lose weight? Because I've within my age group, I would be taller. Being a tall girl, that's a whole nother thing. Being taller, being thicker, you always feel like I need to get skinnier. Maybe obviously that fits into many other facets of the why is another. Maybe the why is bullying, maybe the why is environment, maybe the why is societal standards, maybe the why is for the male gaze. Those are things that I don't know how many intersectionalities into how they fit into each other, and how each and every intersectionality sort of how it weighs into your self-perception. So there's that. And then within that comes growing varsity. Ta-da! Now you're normal. You're size 28. Now you're normal. Now you're skinny. Actually, you have a beautiful body. Actually, you fit into the standards. You're thick. You have a flat stomach and a big ass, honey. Now you see other bigger people and you feel like, okay, I'm not that big. I'm not that big. I was just like in a very small pool of people that had a similar body type, and therefore I was seen that way. But now that I'm in varsity with a larger pool of people that have different body types, beautiful body types, you are more accepted. And then you're like, okay, I'm actually not that big. I'm actually a good looking human being. And then first year, you get this independence. Honey, you eat like you've never eaten before in your life. And then gain weight. Had to learn how to cook, had to learn how to take care of myself, had to learn within navigating that, I gained weight. But I was still never big. Understand? But I still saw myself as I need to lose weight. It is just a weird mindfuck to be like, where do I fit into all of this? Because everybody's looking at you saying you have a beautiful body, you are fitting into the societal standard of what beauty is, the small waist, big booty, black girl, you fit into that. Even though there are many other circles in which you don't fit into that play into the parameters of the beauty standard, but this particular one of being a black, thick, not too big, not too skinny, you fit into that category. Then how do you navigate that? How do I now see myself as that? I don't know if that makes sense. How do I see myself as that? It's like what other people see in me, I can't see in myself. It's like I look in the mirror, I'm like, I need to lose weight, my stomach is too big, and other people see you like, damn, her body's hot. And that's like where the dysmophia part for me comes in terms of someone will look at me and be like, damn, you're fat. And that is what I would relate to. And when someone comes to you saying you have a beautiful body, I can't relate to that. And then when it comes to, again, the issue of fitting into the standard of beauty, it comes to the issue of the sexualization of the female black body as a whole. That is a whole nother thing, to be like, am I being seen as beautiful, or am I now beautiful because I fit into the standards of sexuality and how the male gaze now is able to sexualize me as a person, or any other thing? And that's a whole nother topic on its own, to say how does sexuality fit into the female body, and why is it that the female body is constantly sexualized? Maybe beauty, and that is where the body dysmorphia comes in, because you can't fully accept that, okay, I'm actually a beautiful painting. You just feel like, oh, I'm just a beautiful painting that fits into the standard. That's why people want me, simply because they're sexualizing me. And how to navigate that space, right, of fitting into the standard, being hypersexualized, being a black woman, and not fully accepting that I'm a painting. You understand? So the second thing that I wanted to touch on was where are my notes now? Yes. And then family, how family contributes to your self-image, or how family contributes to how you see yourself. Family, I think it's a big part, but it's also not a big part. For me, it played a role, but not a big role, because I've always been an anarchist, in a sense that always not listening to the rules. So there was always a notion of family trying to protect you and not have you over-sexualized by society. But in the journey of them trying to protect you, they are actually the people sexualizing you, because you'll be told, don't wear that. And you're a child, you don't understand. Why must I not wear this? Like, I'm like 15, 16. Why must I not wear the short dress that I actually look good in, and I do believe that I look good in? And then they'll tell you, because I said so. That is not a full enough reason to validate why you feel like you can police my body and what I put on it. And maybe if there was more education to women or to parents to say that, tell your kids about the environment, or the environment in which they reside, their bodies reside, and how the environment sexualizes them, and maybe they can also make cognitive decisions. I mean, you're old enough, even though you're young, to make a cognitive decision for yourself, to say, do I want to present myself in society in such a way? But then when you're young, you're just thinking of yourself as like, this just looks good on me and I'm gonna wear it. You're not thinking about how society will view you in that particular dress. So I was always protected, in the sense that, don't wear this, don't wear this, don't wear this, but I didn't know why. You understand? So therefore it led to me thinking, or it leads to those thoughts of like, my family is actually the people that are sexualizing me, because I don't see society sexualizing me. I only see you policing how I dress. Therefore you are sexualizing me. You are seeing me as sexy, therefore you want to police how I dress up. And then obviously comments from relatives. Honey, grow thick skin. That's something. If you're from a black family and you're not necessarily plus size, or even if you are, like, just grow thick skin, because I feel like everybody has the experience whereby, oh, you're fat. That aunt, that is the biggest of all aunts, will tell you you're fat. I'm just like, why haven't you lost your baby weight? Your child is 25 years old and you're still talking about baby weight, and your oldest son is 40 and has 3 kids, and you're still talking about baby weight. Why don't you lose weight first? But anyway, before we get personal, that's that on that. And then the other thing I want to tell friends, I feel like it's different. In high school, it's a small pool of people, so you gravitate towards whoever you gravitate towards, regardless of body type. So who my circle was did not look like me, did not reflect who I was, and therefore it was sort of hard fitting in physically into the circle, because you feel, no, I am bigger, or I'm taller, I am but then it all goes away at some point because you just feel like, okay, these are my friends, you see them as sisters or whatever outside of your body types. But I've never able to see myself in my friends when I was in high school. Then I came to varsity, you're able to choose and pick your friends because you have a larger pool. Then you can choose people that look like you. I think that is the best thing. People that look like you, and in terms of physically, obviously nobody's going to look like you, but people that look like you and people that are not judgmental. Listen to the way people speak about other people's weight. Listen to the way that's that on it. And then obviously coming to varsity, it's like, tell yourself. I feel like that's where affirmation comes in, because no one is going to tell you by you're beautiful. No one is going to tell you that you must love yourself. No one is going to do that for you. So you have to do that for yourself. I had to do that. I had to that. I would be like, you know what? I'm a pink hand, and that's how I'm going to reside in my body and exist in society. And that's how I move right now, knowing that, yes, those insecurities are there, but being able to look at myself in the mirror and relate with the person in the mirror and be like, this is how I look, and I look beautiful. And being able to love the growing body that God has given you, being able to love the grown body. It's like your body's going to grow, your body's going to change. Being able to love your new body and knowing that I'm never going to be that size 28, 15-year-old hand, but also apologizing to that size 28, 15-year-old hand, because when you were size 28, you were still trying to lose weight. And it's just like, so am I going to now be 22 trying to lose weight and not like myself, and then be 25 again and look back at the 21-year-old and be like, yeah, you are paying. You see? So it's a repetitive cycle of you not liking the phase in which you reside in, and then being in another phase, looking back and be like, I was not that big. That's where my body is. That's where I am now and trying to navigate right now. Okay. And then the other thing, how I learned to love my body through. How I learned to love my body. So my journey with my body, where I told myself, yes, I'm going to start pouring into my body. I'm going to start loving my body. How did I start loving my body? I started eating healthy. I went full on vegan for a full year. And this, I'm not saying if you go vegan then you love your body. No, I'm saying I chose how I wanted to love my body. I wanted to love my body by feeding it good food. I wanted to love my body by giving it healthy, nutritious, and giving it fuel to last me through the day, last me through the month, last me through the year. Those are the first step that I took to love my body. I started going to the gym, not because I hate anything about my body. I went to the gym because I wanted to fuel my body. I wanted to build muscle. I wanted to tone up. I went to the gym to love my body. And I started growing spiritually, or aligning myself with God and hearing what God says about me in His Word. I'm not going to preach, but knowing what God says about me in His Word. God says about me, and not what other people say about me. And knowing what God says about my tank. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. That's what God says about me. And who am I to not accept that fully? That's a period. You understand? So that's where I learned how to, well, I'm learning. It's a process. It's a process. It's a journey to love my body. And when it comes to body dysmorphia, I think taking back to the original topic, it is that for me, it has always been not knowing how I look like. I think that's something I've always never know. Like, I think even now, like, I always never knew how I look. Like, I would look in the mirror and not, like, it's like you can't relate with the person in the mirror. Like, what you see yourself as, it's like the same thing you see yourself as is not what other people see in you. Or you look at a picture like, this is how I look. That's how it feels like. You feel like there's something more you need to do, and this is not how you're supposed to look. You don't know how you look. When people say you have a beautiful, you're just like, So that's what I see as my body dysmorphia, and that's been my journey with body dysmorphia. And what I can say is, learn to love the body you're in and nourish the body you're in, because you cannot live to hopefully love the body you will have in the future. What if you don't have that body? So you're going to live the rest of your life for a future that you will never have. You're going to live the rest of your life hating yourself for a future body that you will never have. So learn to love the body that you're in, so that when you get the future body, then you know how to love it best. And even if you don't get that future body, you know that I'm fulfilled and I love myself. So that is my journey with body dysmorphia and growing with it. I think, obviously, I'm growing. I'm still young, and we'll see how we navigate the journey going forward. And I hope to navigate the journey, like, with content and with video and maybe with challenges. That's what I want to do more. Challenges. I won't say diets, but challenges, and just playing around with my body and having fun with it and navigating the body I'm in the environment that I'm in, and learning. I think that's the journey. So thank you for watching my video. I think it's a whole long ramble, but I tried to edit it in such a way that it makes sense. Thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Share this video on your WhatsApp, on your group chat. Share this video with your cousins. Share this video with that aunt that told you you're fat. Share this video. Thank you guys for watching.